The flaming end, 8 beautiful people on a bus. To live, you must nearly die, giving up the need to say I, Johnny Rivers. So there I was, sort of thrown out of the arts club for allegedly stealing a piece of Danish pastry, which Dallas had anyway bought for me the night of the German Fest. What to do about all these German Fests creeping once again out of the woodwork? Then in front of my favorite club, and she'd come back to town, in all, how to use her name even today. Well, there we were, Dallas remonstrating me, and present and after her set for out in soundstruck to the orchard villa I then called home. We just started to turn on as all, having been in the venerable home for less than 5 minutes, when hearing the barking of dogs encircling the place, I sensed something in my life was up. The jig, for in flying came through the front door knocking a fist, knocking it flat off the hinges onto the floor, Abe Smudenko, Chief Narc, etc., and Bloodsucker Brothers. Splash against the wall, my blood dripping from handcuffs, so fast, speed freaks. And my friends rapping and all upstairs, tell us where the rest of the stuff is, I'll have to tear apart all of your things. Why do you paint like this? Why do you live like this? The peyote drying out in the stove, fumes were rising everywhere, Abe getting awfully high. Driving away down the hill toward the cop shop, rapping to me that if we only had heard the dogs barking they were pretending to be to warn us, we could have gotten rid of the stuff. Voting up for 3 or so joints was all, and saying if it weren't for his job, wife, family, mortgage payments and all, he'd just drive us back to where we were. Just starting to light up, I guess he meant, and never tell anybody about it. But it seems some friend of mine had dealt with my name to get only a fine on the serious beef he was on. So while she was deported, us suspended, and my finger friend went to do it again. But at least he didn't have to go to jail, so that was groovy, eh? The scandal was a drag, like wife and child away over the city at the time and all, they should have been home, do you think? Well, Abe's pretty moral, I tell you. Nothing happened that night except landing in jail, while these religious luminous icons crept out all night into my cell, underneath the bars from the nowhere hallway, outside last words not said after loosing me in the body, bending over for some forced inspection he proved that was yes, this isn't like being in a movie, as I had been on nationwide TV a couple nights before talking about free and hard and all. Film was later shown at the Arts Club, but I couldn't attend my own movie, they said, lest I was to wear suit and tie while I'd seen it on television already. Years later, me and Martina still together in love, back from where we were ever within the rooftop. I was sitting in the interior room, smoking a roll and reading Go Yoga and the DA Levy publications in Cleveland. Sitting there on the flowery bed in the lotus position, feeding the Chivas food and frying in the kitchen were coming to me now. When a louder step than I was used to ever hearing approached, too engrossed to look up, I ran on, but letting it all in, letting it all go, with Otis the same as I. While they are also both bought and all feeling very peaceful and unusual together for me, I mean. When I noticed that the shoes coming toward me were very large brown Oxfords, having seen them on anybody for years, it occurred to me to visualize, no way, went back to reading and meditating, so I've never seen shoes like that in my room. Before, not in years, looking up, I observed super heavy, large narc taking a cigarette from my fingers while the smoke was drifting, ever sniffing it, then stubbing it on the floor, then said, come in the other room. While we were together this time, the marriage counselors in the sky observed, names and all like that, what's this magazine you put together? Why do you paint like this? Why do you live like this? How can you stand it? How live those communities away from the city? Guess a lot of your friends there are liking this repartee, like I said, as he came into the kitchen door from rifling the various belongings of sundries on the outside porch. Sergeant Ripley, believe it or not. I've heard that too many times, he said. Where's the stuff? Here, the narc next to him laughed, and Ripley said he doesn't like that one, as he hasn't beaten look at the sergeant yet. Oh, I sure hope you do soon, I said. Well, the place was reeking as dope this time, but after they had been searching for 3 hours, not letting me and Martina talk to each other or anything like, well, after 7 years, it's strange not being allowed to touch each other. One narc came in with triumphantly a green metal plate with triangular a piece of white paper sitting out, with 3 others with head sleeves neatly arranged in the white paper. Now, really, I thought in the middle of the place you could see where I was against what I was saying before I could get at them. No good letting them have them interviews or how much you know can be improved. Well, Martina told him after I said I had no idea what they were, never seen them before. They were probably Chinese lung beans, of which she had a good amount in the pantry cupboards. Would he come with her, and she showed him the authentic jar from which they had most likely fell. Well, would he what? But he wasn't convinced that one of us is wrong. Well, don't let Ripley see this, these 3 C's, he'll bust you on them for sure. He might have even put them there, I'll just throw them down on the floor, no one can see them there is all. That dust you have on the floor, well, thank God for dust. In another hour or so, searching along our neighbors, praying for us, and giving false signals to the marks of telepathically telling them to check the chimney, or to reach their arm into the toilet. All like that, Rick with Herbie and his men together. Guess they all make it together, you're always staying together, and split saying how you'll never find anything here, you're such lousy housekeepers. It'll take 20 years to find anything here. Still, I felt something in my life was up. But when you feel like that, no good telling anyone too much or trying to do anything about it, because it's just your life and you have to change it. So determined we became to split the city in its restorations ago. I felt inwardly that this was the end. Spooked, I mean, angry Christian and me and Ilya sat all afternoon in the kitchen, the sky's very hot. Opening Ingrid asked me why I felt negative about this country place where it all were to live in. Well, I couldn't say it. Had just come over me until that day I'd been so positive. I mean, there's just no telling what we'll do or see or be next. So that we all eventually got there in groovy paradise fishing. Being together, hard as it is at times, is so much where life is now. Chopping wood, ordering supplies, getting the goats back across miles of trails in the bush, and over miles of pink oysters shell absolutely removed from the city trips. I mean, 35 miles, something like that by water, from the nearest small town on the coast, which was very small, starting to farm, learn a few things, getting your health better, standing straighter, few hard changes, but there always is. And all like that one morning, when in my head anyway pretty well decided to stay there, after shuffling back and forth some between there and the city, Vancouver, I mean, such a beautiful morning, me, Martina, lots of friends there, just having eaten some amazing home-baked bread, Marion said, "Well, the tin man is coming on shore." Well, I thought something in your life is up again. Cleaned out the house super fast with any elevation, etc. Such amazing speed the country air is so good for your circulation. I've just been falling down collapsing since my forced return to the city block. Well, they were in the house again, all right. The local detachment brought me into the same trip in the woods. Shook Marion's arms, and he looked nice. Maybe they thought I looked good to drop out. Now anyone knows a girl like that isn't right. Anyway, Frankfurt saw me and his homeless. We were all bald. Well, I thought country was good for me. Screamed some weird things and left with an object nervous, it seemed before. He probably brought it with me. These marks always go on me where they come together. Stop it, don't delay in this way. Hell, this is nothing tame on me, or it really happened. Anyway, they came back, was it 3 more times in 2 days? I'll be sparing on the door, contrasting occasions it seems. Anyway, once idyllic, bright, shining, it's possible to be together on this planet. The rolling green hills being together, yourself, then wham! Where they come again for more icons they seem to treasure, but in a weird way, I mean very weird. This time helicopter, 2 small plastic bowl kind of boats, very plastic. An entire huge launch, very impressive, and some men on foot. Well, were we taken aback at all this action? I was strangled by France and it was half French, so hates the French. And insists on his name and pronunciation being anglicized. He wanted to know where all his stuff was. Guess they wanted to get me for trafficking, well, I didn't know what he meant. I kept saying, turning blue, sinking to the floor. Because I was determined to give him no satisfaction. Well, Martina walked in the kitchen, spread the word that I was strangling to death there on the floor. And he let loose on me with 4 charges against me. Court was what can we call it instead that I attacked him? Amazing. Well, this time they couldn't say I wasn't with my wife. Anyway, he told Marion that he was just disgusted that every time he came to raid us, she was always breastfeeding her baby. She must be mental. Corporal Kaiser is handyman, the 3rd best shot in the world, they say around here, looked disgusted too. But was smiling, he always does. Like them freaks around the concentration camps, the ones with the ovens in them, they had in Germany just a few years ago. Well, Cranston put it there to us all walking up and down in front of us. He told us all right, he said, you are all crazy. You will all be locked up. Absolutely nothing whatever to do with living. The analyst, for instance, told the magistrate that there wasn't enough to go on legally on one of the charges they had against me, but him, he said, well, we'll proceed anyway, what the hell. I mean, when is all this going to stop? Beautiful, strong, talented people wasting away in jail. But baby, get this straight, we are strong. They can't get to us really. It only sometimes appears that way, for they ain't even trying to live yet. They don't grasp that they are dealing with other people's lives, but what they are doing to us is doing to themselves their lives too. Hold on to your heads. When you feel something's come up in your life, take a deep breath, drop everything. Let that harmony ring, sing your sinners. As you make your way through your tour to the various provincial and federal institutions, the jails and hospitals, the psych wards, let the seed of living green flower with you always. Is why we paint like this, is why we live like this. We breastfeed our babies, heads up. Out in the town joyride. What's that you got round your head? The big heavy bull yelled out at the groovy stone kid he just thrown down on the cement floor. Of the band city bucket kicking his nuts coming up in the elevator with us that night, he says. Sure feel like kicking someone's nuts in tonight. And the stone kids say, just wait till you read the Star Weekly in 3 weeks. After I've been stripped and searched in the below freezing snow on the beach at English Bay, having been hauled out of the VW, is this legal, I asked? Stalin, what are you, a part-time lawyer? Trouble with you standards is you read part of a subversive civil liberties pamphlet and you think you know the law. Later we joshed around a bit about whether they'd need a Mountie to search a mobile home. Well, he really wasn't that bad, but meanwhile, later back at the bucket, the big heavy bull said, what's that you got round your neck, to the stone kid still on the floor with no nuts left to speak of? You St. Christopher's medal, eh? Rap! Say you want it at the other end of the floor, you crawl for it, punk, crawl. Which he did while the bull kicked him and the other bulls laughed it up. Question, does a country get the police force it deserves? Do most people live in such fare? Well, in the investigation room, we ate some blue bale papers from a previous bus, so I could say I had no record. Crashed the bull threw the kid back into the elevator head first, and we shoved the rest of the blue paper into the radiator just in time. Could we go ram in the bomb shelter? Would the smiling old man mix the cement? How come, dear, don't come into the city? Anyway, your hair is an elbow. We talked into the long nighttime speaker. The winding cylinder carries our whispers. Try not to be afraid to come down from the tower. The green light in your heart. Another 100 words, said she. Newsflash. 7 men entered a Vancouver graveyard, only to disappear in a flash of white light. What's it like, no straight person, square jawed, to be able to shop around, say, the 3 vets of the Army and Navy, without being stopped, harassed, etc. by the narcs at every turn you take? Hey, what's it like to get up in the morning, gathered, you and your friends, close ones, around the warming stove, without the RCMP crashing through the veils within the bardo of mistrust, Canada, etc.? How does it feel, your children terrorized, hiding, facing jail, or what is sometimes worse, parole, to have a narc recognize you so that there is no recourse? Marked, you advocate nothing except humanity and only the overthrow of this state's tyranny. You go through the streets on fire as an alarm to your friends, as they get nabbed this week of January 7th, 69 in Vancouver. The narcs go through the houses, ripping apart floorboards, cupboards, children's dolls, and a red convertible Caesar's computer men, bullet heads. Pigs, what's it like, oh you who feel you are citizens of this sold-out grandmother's land, to not have pigs vomiting at you all the time, to stand trial for over a year, to see friends jailed for 3 years for keeping the peace with themselves, their worlds, etc. No clean white snow can cure this bummer, no apologies, no justice, feeble pretenses can resolve the heartache. The parted friends and lovers, all the tears to the falling volcanoes, nothing can be done now, by government, to assuage the grief. It is too late, Mr. and Mrs. Squarejaw. As you stand by watching your children burn, you blew it, you pricks. Get it? Have you heard a child scream as a Mountie breaks down a door? Your wrist bleeding, handcuffs, jeers, etc. for perhaps 1 joint, 6 months in the can. A year's probation, you are now, say, perhaps 20 years old, you are now too old. Ancient, you want to join us in these timeless wails, you pricks? You have allowed all this to take place as you support the war in Vietnam. You have watched glazed-eyed as all beauty love gets destroyed. You can go fuck yourselves, like don't come near me ever, until you can see what you've done with all our love. The water falls in your mind and you get wet too. The water falls in your mind and you get wet too. The water falls in your mind and you get wet too. The water falls in your mind and you get wet too. The water falls in your mind and you get wet too. The birds in your eyes, the wings in your breast. The birds in your eyes, the wings in your breast. The birds in your eyes, the wings in your breast. The birds in your eyes, the wings in your breast. The water falls in your mind and you get wet too. The water falls in your mind and you get wet too. The water falls in your mind and you get wet too. The water falls in your mind and you get wet too. Your fingers dug in the earth under the rain. Your fingers dug in the earth under the rain. Your fingers dug in the earth under the rain. Your fingers dug in the earth under the rain. What happened to the sun? Your fingers dug in the earth under the rain. Your fingers dug in the earth under the rain. What happened to the sun? The water falls in your mind and you get wet too. The water falls in your mind and you get wet too. Take the river into your heart. 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 Bright, bright, bright star, bright turning star, turning star, bright turning star. Are we together spinning a hand? 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 Red harvest on the riverbank. Red harvest on the riverbank. By the red harvest on the riverbank, your dream blown in the golden field, 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 a red harvest on the riverbank. Belly, my load, bomb. Body to belly, my hello, belly, load, bow, load, belly, belly, my load, ball, finger, hand, bone, finger, hand, bone, finger, finger, hand, and a bone.
Amir's quickly, she screamed. Listen closely, she said, holding the taper's arm, so almost touched. The stalactites evading closely the burning lava. All that's really burned is yourself, she half murmured. The bats appeared large and maybe cold, although her gentle touch on your forehead, bracing her shoulders, beams on high, moved stealthily forward, so gaining always closer on the vision, liberating them from out of the cave, beyond the rowboats into something a little speedier now. The ageless rock, without fireworks permitting, they flew full-winged through the opening as the sun rose.
Holy day is due, holy day is due, holy day is due, holy day is due. All the people is a one drum, all the people is a one drum, all the people is a one drum, all the people is a one drum. Call, do what you have to. Holy day is due, holy day is due, holy day is due. Now all the people is a one drum, all the people is a one drum. Call now, do what you have to. Holy day is due, holy day is due. All the people is a one drum now. All the Jews in the Eucharist, all the Jews in the Eucharist, all the Jews in the Eucharist, touch one another. All the Jews in the Eucharist, all the Jews in the Eucharist, all the Jews in the Eucharist, touch one another. See the morning of the harvest, see the morning of the harvest, see the morning of the harvest. Climb through the mouth of the sea, climb through the mouth of the sea, climb through the mouth of the sea. It's smelling just like grain dust, dust, dust and dust. It's smelling just like grain dust, dust and dust. It's smelling just like grain dust, dust and dust. The birds in your eyes, bringing the flaming dawn. The birds in your eyes, bringing the flaming dawn. The birds in your eyes, bringing the flaming dawn. Hear the shell, 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 hear the shell of me and see the shell, see the shell. You can enter the shell through the weave, come through the shell, pass you through the ribbon spiral. Float in the eye, 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 free the eye and see the flash around your eye. The bear flying through the sky, don't wonder why. The bear flying through the sky, don't wonder why. The bear flying through the sky, don't wonder why. The sky is a green mellow hoop on fire, oh, the sky is a green mellow hoop on fire, oh, shines right on through the shell, man, shines right on through the shell, man, shines right on through the shell, man, shines right on through you.
Sparrows, the sun, the rose, forehead, the sea coming through your mouth, flowing through your heart. Children play with arrows. Trees seem ageless deep in the earth. There was a great light around the floating mountain. We came up high to the top for a while.
Speaking, 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 speaking. The eye is a speaking, the eye is a speaking, the eye is a speaking, the eagle talks. The wave is the eye is a speaking, speaking, the evening talks. The eye is a speaking, 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 the wave is the eagle speaking, the sounds of the stones are talking. The eye is singing, the stones is speaking, the hair is a living, the voice is a touching, the stones is a touching, the sweat is a speaking through the eye is a looking to speak. The eye is the wind, is the sweat is the speaking, speaking, string is speaking, is the speaking, 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 haily speaking, haily speaking is a hiya, 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 hajali, ya, hiya, hiya, you, na, no, na, jinda, halakatira, kadira, hiya, 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 isa, hiya, you not speaking, is the speaking, is speak, is speak, the bees, is 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 the stone, is the speaking, is the stone, is the speaking, earth is the bees, is the stone, is the hand, is the hand, is the hand, is the hand, touching, is speaking, is the sun, is speaking, is the sun, is speaking, is the voice of a snow, speaking, is the speech, the air, is the showing our stones, is the sweat, and we read the beads, we read the beads, we read the beads, we read the beads, we to thread the beads, the stones are threading the beads. Is the ayah, 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 speaking of the stone. Bright, oh yellow sky, bright yellow sky, bright yellow sky. Hiya, bright yellow sky. See the hand you see and I come to the rainbow. See the hand that come to the rainbow. See the hand that come to the rainbow. Ah, look at child at a Hyundai rainbow. Hey, the journey home be green. See the journey home be green. See the journey home be green. I see the sunrise in your head. 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 And the hand in the rainbow is the love that you give. And the hand in the rainbow is the love that you give. And the hand in the rainbow is the love that you give. And the hand in the rainbow is the love that you give. And the hand in the rainbow is the love that you give. And the hand in the rainbow is the love that you give. And the hand in the rainbow is the love that you give. And the arms of the cloud are feathers blessing the earth. In the arms of the cloud are feathers blessing the earth. You see the arms of the clouds are feathers blessing the earth. In the arms of the cloud are feathers blessing the earth. Your heart on your trail through the world now, your bright shining sun. Hey, your heart on the trail now through the world, your bright shining sun. Hey, your heart on your trail through the world now, are you coming now, your high glow? Are you coming now, your high glow? Are you coming now, your high glow? Hey, your rain of light is waiting for the deepening. The rain of light is waiting for the deepening. The rain of light is waiting for the deepening. The rain of light is waiting for the deepening. The rain of light is waiting for the deepening. We fly through blue in the soft field, you mind running over the sea. We are fly through blue in the soft field, you mind running over the sea. We are fly through blue in the soft field, you mind running over the sea. The love just grow, the love just grow, your feet in the mud. The love just grow, your feet in the mud. Your love just grow, the feet in the mud. Your love just grow, your feet in the mud. Your love just grow, your feet in the mud. See the moon sweep, the love just grow. The moon sweep your feet in the mud. The love just grow, your feet in the mud. See the moon sweep. The love just grow, your feet in the mud. See the moon sweep. The love just grow, your feet in the mud. See the moon sweep. The love just grow your feet in a mud, see the moon sweep. The love just grow your feet in a mud, see the moon sweep. Tide the waves, guides the waves, sends the waves to shore. Tide the waves, guide the waves, send the waves to shore. Tide the waves and guide the waves and send the waves to shore. Tide the waves and guide the waves and send the waves to shore. Tide the waves and guide the waves and send the waves to shore. All the turning rays glow in you, how the turning rays are glowing in you, how the turning rays are glowing in you. How the turning rays are glowing at you, circle the earth. How the turning rays glowing at you, circle the earth. How the turning rays glowing at you, circle the earth. The wheel is the spiral, the wheel is the spiral, the wheel is the spiral, the wheel is the spiral. The wheel is the spiral, the wheel is the spiral, the wheel is the spiral, the wheel is the spiral. The wheel is the spiral, the wheel is the spiral, the wheel is the spiral. Animal spirit living on a gloria. Animal spirit living on a hey, wheel is the spiral, hey, hey, wheel is the spiral, hey, hey, wheel is the spiral, hey. The animal spirit turning on a Maktoum. The animal spirit turning on a Maktoum. I live in a hayya, I live in a hayya, 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 hayya. Sun seems to wither, sun seems to wither in a curve in your heart. Sun seems to wither in a curve in your heart, in a curve in your heart is the sun coming. Your heart is the sun coming. Your heart is the sun. 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 Is the sun coming? Your heart is the sun. Your heart is the sun. Your heart is the sun. Is the sun coming? Your heart is the sun. Your heart is the sun. Your heart is the sun coming. Your heart is the hand touching. Your heart is the hand touching. Your heart is the hand touching. Your heart is the sound of the music of the beat of our blending. Your heart is the sound of the music of the beat of our blending. Your heart is the sound of the music of the beat of our blending. Your heart is the sound of the music of the beat of our blending. Your heart is the sound of the music of the beat of our blending. Your heart is the sound of the music of the beat of our blending. Your heart is the sound of the music of the beat of our blending. Your heart is the sound.